Welcome to Whispers of the Web, where the hidden gems of the web come to life. Join us as we unravel the most fascinating tales, secrets, and discussions from across the web. Every whisper has a story. If you enjoy our journey through the whispers of the web, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the intrigue. Story number 1. I, 36 female, declined to send my boyfriend, 48 male, nudes, so he accessed my personal email to see if he could find any in my sent messages to others. Throwaway. He will absolutely recognize this post if he sees it, but I would rather nobody we know does. I have been with my partner for coming up on 3 years now, and it seems like he has always shown a certain disregard for my personal space and boundaries. Early in the relationship, he asked me to send him nudes and I said no. I have never sent one and won't start now. Saying it once was not enough, he kept asking, but eventually he did leave it alone. Fast forward from that, and he moved in with me a while back because his lease was up and he hadn't found a new one. Shortly after arriving in my home, he went through my closet and underwear drawer and grilled me about unused sex toys that had been a gag gift from a female friend after my last breakup. I explained at that time that I didn't feel being in a relationship with him meant I relinquished all right to privacy or my own space. More recently, he began to grill me about the last time I had talked to my ex before him, and I said, "Not since we've been together." I couldn't figure out why he was so stuck on it. Eventually, he admitted that he had accessed my phone, which I didn't lock at the time, read through like 7 years of my email looking for any nudes I had sent to others. None. I have never sent a nude, and found an email I had sent to my ex saying I wasn't comfortable being friends on social media after said ex sent me a friend request. This one email had been sent while current boyfriend was broken up with me and dating another woman, and I had literally forgotten about it given that even that exchange happened years ago. Anyway, I haven't been unable to get past the feeling that this is not only a tremendous violation of my privacy and anyone's who emailed me, but also just the latest in a pattern of him feeling entitled to my personal space. I'm seriously considering ending the relationship over it. Assuming I can get him to go, do you think there is any chance of counseling improving this side of him, or is failure to respect my privacy just a trait he's always going to have? TLDR. I wouldn't send my partner nudes, so he accessed my email without permission to see if he could get any I might have sent in previous relationships. Update. Thank you to all who replied, especially with tough love. I definitely did not expect the overwhelming response that I received. I have broken off the relationship and am working on getting him out of my house safely. Story number 2. My husband of 16 years is having a baby, and it's not mine. I, 46 female, have lived with my husband, 48 male, for over 20 years, married for 16, and we have 2 kids, 16 and 9. 1 year ago, he decided that he has had enough of family life and went to live with his parents for some time. He was behaving like a bachelor for the entirety of his stay with them, found a girlfriend, and was drunk constantly. He had used alcohol before, but we never had many problems around it. He also spent a lot of his time playing games with friends on his computer. 1 year ago, he informed me that he found a girlfriend and was ready to move out of our apartment and cut ties, although he didn't quite do that. He left me, making close to minimum wage, to care for our 2 kids, and also left a collection of unpaid bills going back months. After that, I fell into a depressive episode that lasted 2 months, and my 2 close friends managed to get me out of it. About 3 months after he left us, he came back. Well, not really. He started coming to our city, hanging out with the kids again and also with me, inviting me out for drinks and dinner. All was going well, and my 16-year-old went on a week-long trip with him. For a while all was going well. He said that the girlfriend was a lie, and he just needed some time away to clear his head. Last night I sent him a "Good night, love you" text as I usually do, but in the morning he replied with, "I don't deserve your love. I'm about to become a dad again. I'm sorry." I later called him to ask what he meant by that, and he told me that he has a girlfriend in another country who is pregnant with his kid. She plans to keep it, and he wants to cut ties with me and our kids to care for that child. I don't know what to do. I requested a divorce, but he declined, saying he was not ready. Can anyone give me advice regarding this situation? Can I divorce him anyways, even though he doesn't want to do it? Is there any way I can secure payments to my kids, since with only my job I can barely make ends meet for the basics? I do some odd jobs here and there, but it's not enough. TLDR. My husband of 16 years took a break from our marriage, then returned and impregnated a woman he was seeing. He wants to be with her, but refuses divorce. I can barely make ends meet with my salary for our kids. Can I divorce him anyways, even though he doesn't want to do it? Is there any way I can secure payments to my kids, since with only my job I can barely make ends meet for the basics? Story number 3. I, 15 male, broke my arm playing football. Mom, 38 female, is upset I asked my friends to get my other mom, 40 female, who's a surgeon, 38 female left, and is staying with friends. I have same-sex parents. I call them both mum, but for the purpose of this, I'll call them by their names. On Saturday I was hanging out with some friends. We decided to go to the footy field behind my house and kick the ball around. I took a bad fall and I broke my arm. I told one of my mates to run and get Cindy, surgeon mom. Both Cindy and Jasmine came out and took me to the hospital Cindy works at. I ended up getting my arm seen too, and yeah, that's how it happened. Come Monday the two of them started fighting. Jazz is upset that I asked my friends to get Cindy. Apparently my friends ignored her and went right to Cindy when they came to tell her. And it's just spiraled into this much bigger thing. And it got very ugly with a bunch of stuff I am not privy to until then. I don't understand because I've never favored one over the other. Jazz and I do plenty of crap together, as she doesn't work as much as Cindy. So we often do a lot of stuff together. But the argument got so bad with Cindy last night that she left and is staying with friends, unsure of what to do. TLDR. Mom got upset over an injury and left after a fight. Story number 4. My 36 male sister, 28 female, and brother, 26 male, feel guilty because I didn't have the same chances they had. They want to take care of me. I'm just happy they could achieve their dream and just want to keep living my life. I, 36 male, have 2 siblings, Lena, 28 female, and Mark, 26 male. I have been taking care of them for most of my life. When I was 20, our parents died in an accident, and I had to step up to take care of Mark and Lena. We didn't have any close relatives, except for our grandma, who was too sick to take care of us. I retired from university and got a job. Somehow we managed to survive, thanks to my work, our parents' inheritance, and our grandma who sent us money sometimes. While they were growing up, there were many times I believed we couldn't keep living like that, but I always tried to not show that I was worried in front of them and to act as if everything was fine. When Lena was 17, she decided she wanted to be a doctor like our father. I don't know how we managed to pay for her university. It was a joint effort of me, Lena, Mark, and Grandma, but she was able to graduate. Grandma had been stuck in bed since I was 18, but she did the impossible to come to Lena's graduation ceremony. She basically came in a wheelchair with her doctor on one side and me on the other. Mark loves flowers since he was little and always said he wanted to work in a flower shop. That's exactly what he is doing now. It's not thrilling, but it's a good job where he is able to do what he likes, so I'm happy for him. Lena got married 2 years ago with Tom. He is a bit too innocent, but all in all he is a good man. I work for a moving company. The salary is not the best. But now that Lena and Mark are independent, it's enough to live my life and I'm slowly paying back my debts. I can't afford many luxuries, but I don't care about that. I'm not a fancy person. As long as I'm healthy and I have a roof over my head and a book in my hands, I'm happy. Unfortunately, my siblings don't agree with my way of thinking. They feel guilty because I couldn't go to college and couldn't get a better job, and they blame themselves for this. I have told them 1,000 times that I don't care about that anymore, and that I'm just happy they could achieve their dreams and live a comfortable life. In the past 2 years I was able to convince them to let it go. Recently though, I had a minor accident. Nothing serious. A desk fell on my hand and I broke 2 fingers. The doctor said they will heal in a couple of months. Unfortunately, this made Lena and Mark worry again about me. Lena wants me to go live with her and her husband, and Mark wants me to work in his flower shop. I don't want to be a burden to them. I don't want to interfere in my sister's wedding, and I don't want my brother to give me a job out of pity. How can I convince them I'm fine with my life and just want them to be happy and move on with their lives? TLDR. I took care of my siblings since they were little. Now they insist on making things even by taking care of me. I don't want that. Short edit. I want to thank you all for the comments. I have read all the comments so far, and you have given me a lot to think about. Thank you. Story number 5. Girlfriends. 27 female. Family always makes comments about what I, 28 male, eat. I told her I was done eating around them, including not coming to Thanksgiving. My girlfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Our relationship is strong except for a recurring issue where her family is difficult, and she is not always great at standing up to them for me. I am a large man, not fat or anything, just very tall. I play 2 recreational sports and also bike a lot in my free time. As a result of this, I eat quite a lot. 95% of the time I eat healthy but in larger quantities, and the other 5% of them time I will occasionally pig out. I am not unhealthy in the slightest. I have been to a doctor recently, and he affirmed I am in good health and have a good healthy lifestyle by all measures. Weight, exercise, blood pressure, cholesterol, etc. So I know I am doing everything right. However, my girlfriend's family constantly needs to comment on what and how much I eat. They live 2 hours away, so when we see them it is typically us staying at their house for a whole weekend where I am at the whims of whatever the menu is. If I eat more than 1 serving of something, then the mom or sister will make comments or whisper to each other about how I am eating into their leftovers the next day, or how it's unhealthy for me to have a second cookie or something. This is even if there is a ton of food, so I know I'm not eating their whole week's budget of food or anything. I have also tried bringing my own snacks so I am not infringing on their supply of food with my extra eating, but this doesn't work either. I will sneak a granola bar or an apple or a bag of chips from my bag and they will find out. I think they search the trash or something, and let me know that it will spoil my appetite, or ask whether the food mom made wasn't good enough for me. My girlfriend and I also will do our own activities out of the house during the day sometimes when we visit, so I have occasionally had us stop at a fast food place if I need to eat some fries or chicken nuggets, or whatever out of the house. Whenever we come back, the mom or sister will make comments or ask if we ate anywhere else while we were out, and girlfriend gets nervous and confesses because she feels guilty or doesn't like lying to them. So after 3 years of this, I get really sick of being attacked for the amount I eat even when it barely impacts them and I know I'm eating an okay amount. It has gradually gotten worse over time. My breaking point came last week when it was girlfriend's mom's birthday, so we met at a restaurant in the middle between us one night. I ordered a burger and fries while everyone else ordered salads. And immediately girlfriend's mom, sister, and aunt all started commenting about how the burger looked unhealthy. I stood up for myself and said that I had biked dozens of miles that week already, so I think I can treat myself to a burger, to which the sister said that one unhealthy thing can wipe out weeks of working out, which I dismissed. I was hoping that would be it, but every 10 minutes someone would make more comments, so I'm getting really annoyed. I eyeballed my girlfriend numerous times to be like, "Back me up here," and barely got anything. Finally the food came and my burger was perfectly normal. Not giant, not dripping with grease, not filled with unhealthy toppings. Just a normal burger. But everyone was like, "Wow, that thing is enormous! You really shouldn't eat that in one sitting. It'll clog your arteries and you will feel terrible afterwards. Seriously, that thing is so unhealthy. I think I would die immediately." I decided that I was done after that. I sneaked away to the bathroom and stopped at the front of the restaurant to ask for a box and to pay my part of the bill early, came back to the table, and announced that I was going to get going as I didn't feel well and asked my girlfriend if she wanted a ride home, or if she was going to figure out another way home. She got super embarrassed and said that she would come with me if I wait a few minutes. So I got in the car and ate my burger in there while I waited 10 minutes for her to come. We left, and she cried the whole way home. I felt bad that it hurt her feelings, but I'm at my limit, and I told her I was done going to events where we eat food with her family. And if that means that I don't come with her when she visits her family, then that's just the way it has to be. I said I would be skipping Thanksgiving at her parents' this year. Since then, she has barely talked to me but hasn't really fought me on it at all. I know it hurts her, but I have to stick up for myself here. I'm sick of being treated like I'm some fatso who eats like garbage when I know I live a healthier lifestyle than any of them. I'm not even that mad at my girlfriend. Obviously, I would appreciate the backup, but I know she's scared of her family since they are all kind of bullies. So I'm just not going to allow myself to be present at these opportunities. Whatever fallout happens as a result of this is just not my responsibility. Am I handling this right? Is there a nicer way I could have said everything or been gentler with my girlfriend? I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I have the right to protect myself if she won't. TLDR. I eat a lot because I am tall and active. Girlfriend's family make a lot of comments about how much I eat, to an insane degree. I got fed up and have announced that I am not going to any events where we eat, including Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us for today's journey through the whispers of the web. Share your thoughts and suggestions for our next adventure. If you're not yet a part of our whispering community, click the subscribe button and click the bell for notifications to never miss out on another story. Join us next time as we uncover another enthralling tale from the web. Until our next whisper.